Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wiz's Theories. So, we're looking at Signs here, released 2002 by M. Night Shyamalan. Now, look here, man. This isn't going to be a how to beat video. I got the videos and pictures in here for y'all to enjoy, and so y'all get a clear picture on how the movie is. Now, it's about this. Now, you see the characters, the uncle, the dad, the kids. So, we're not going to go into too much depth into it. You want to watch the movie, I'll post it below. But now, this movie it has a way of having two things about it, such as it could be about a movie of faith, losing faith, and then gaining faith back. But then it can also be a movie about extraterrestrials, which put it in the category of horror films. But the way that M. Night Shyamalan, and we have to give praises to him, let's not bring up the Avatar. But this movie he made here was just one of many films that we could say it's ahead of its time. So before we do, if you can click that button for me, hit that subscribe button. That definitely helps me out a lot with the channel. This is my very first video, so there will be mess ups. So, as you can see, like the movie is like it makes you kind of confused. It makes you kind of confused because you never really get a clear setting on what the movie is actually about. Now, for beginners, for children, for teenagers, for those coming up like me, not me now, I'm about to be 30. Oh my God. But those coming up, you know, watching this, you'll think, oh, it's aliens, it's aliens, it's aliens, and aliens. But no, it's not. It's a little bit more than that. And I feel like that's what M. Night Shyamalan wanted to do. He wanted to break it down into such as, okay, for what the younger audience and the young adult audience, it's just gonna feel like a horror movie. But it's also gonna anywho, we're getting off topic, I'm sorry. But so strange things starts happening around the fucking crib. But there's also that's another thing with the movie. You see that okay, we have extraterrestrial stuff type of stuff going on. We got news reports, we got crop circles, we got video footage, we got all this stuff going on. But then there's so much more behind the scenes. And what I like is he didn't take the reptilian, he didn't take the xenomorph, he didn't take the whole big alien spaceships blowing up everything. He didn't take that. He took a simple family on a farm in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And he made it this one thing where it's intense. There's barely any music throughout the film. There's really not really any music. The same tempo of music that you hear within the movie is the same song that's being used at the end, and I feel like it is done in such a good way. But the things that's happened before. We have a mother that's recently has been accidentally murdered. We're going to just call it that, accidental murder. But you be decided that when you watch the movie, or if you know the movie, tell me down in the comments below. Do you feel like it was an accidental death, or do you feel like he should have done some time? I'm kind of mixed on it. But so it's around, that time. You got to start moving on. You got to start, going back to your life. You got to start doing things, getting the kids back ready for school. You got to start doing everything. But then, you know, shit just starts going bonkers. We got aliens being popped up on the news. We got aliens walking across the fields and parking lots at children's birthday parties, camouflage like fam. They could be right on the side of us now. And again, this video is just me just having fun with my thoughts and everything on how I feel about the movie. So, like, I feel like one part of the movie that I felt like that really should have been explained is what was the mom's gifts? What was the daughter's gifts? The daughter gifts was obviously, her dreams. Her dreams obviously really was a map and a guide to what was going to go down. So I felt like the daughter really should have been more of a vocal point in the story besides the son. Now, the son makes a good point in the movie too, because remember what I said in the beginning about faith. Now, the father, He's a father coming from the church, but he has lost his faith due to the recent events of what happened with his wife. Because when you lose a loved one, you start to ask God, why? Why did this happen? Why did you take this person away from me? And you start to question yourself. So he quits the church. He becomes just the local dad, like the little, I'm not gonna say farmer dad because they don't have any horses or anything like that, but it's crops and stuff like that. So we will say farm. So, and the brother, pro baseball player, about to make it big in the league, about to have women, as my man, uh what was it, Colonel? We're gonna call him the Colonel. As the Colonel said in the movie, he should have been getting his toes licked by beautiful women. As he said in the movie, man. Check the movie out. It's really a good movie. But the daughter, she starts, it's like she's pre-prepping, like you see in a movie, she's talking in her dreams. Her dreams are always the state in everything, in every scene. She either has to mention that she's dreamt this, she's seen this, or she knew this was going to happen. So it's like, was the daughter sidekick in a way? Was the family blessed in a sort of way? And was the mother, did she sort of have a sidekick sort of ability thing going on too? So we keep going on, we keep going on. And it's just like, you start to get confused because then you start seeing more stuff about aliens, but then you start seeing him question his faith a little bit more. You start seeing his kids take interest in it, but they think it's God. They know it's extraterrestrials, but they think it's God. They think this is a sign that God is going to help and that he's coming here and he's going to help. So you really get lost on everything. So when they go to this bookstore, you got to go get the information before we had technology, before not technology, before we had phones and, social media, you really had to go to the library. And it really makes you think like, damn, you have a alien invasion possible outbreak going on and you don't know how, what, when, and where. You have no information because you're just completely lost. Now, I feel like the reason it picked this town is because of how small it was. It was very small. I felt like everybody in this town knew each other. I felt like you went to the thrift store, you went to the gas station, you went to your local Walmart or Target, y'all knew each other. You went to your bar, they knew you. Everybody knew him, Graham. Everybody knew him as the father of the church. So I would say they picked it because it was a small town. Now, what they didn't count on was people having the things, the necessities. Oh my lord. Ah, man, first videos, huh? They didn't have the proper equipment, we're gonna just say. And no, I'm not gonna edit it out because I'm gonna reflect on this someday. But they have the perfect thing, and it's water, which hints back to the picture of Bobby Boucher. I mean, hell, they don't like water. You get that guy riled up, and he's sure to go crazy. And I mean, he's sure to go crazy. H2O. Yeah. But another thing I have to say, and if you made it this far along with me, thank you, and I appreciate you. Um, Give the feedback in the comments. I accept all of them. I gotta live. Fuck. See, I have to make mistakes and I have to learn from them. So, hey, this is my very first one. But I felt like these particular type of aliens never never been around the water, the whole water. Like they've never seen it. They've never been around it. Like it's possibly dry on their land. It's possibly dried up. Now I'm looking at if you the pictures you see, you'll see the heads of the aliens, the faces and whatnot. You look at them and you can tell they're skinny. Like of course they're skinny, but these ones are skinny. Like it's almost look like as they're dying off, and they're looking for any source or any type, like they're looking for any planet to take and just be like, all right, look, we're going to take a couple people here and we need to bring these people back so we can bring some life back to our planet. But that's never really looked at because again, it really isn't um an alien movie, nor is it a faith movie. It's a bind between both. So my full theory is they came down here because they thought this area looks small. It looks like it hosts no danger. Yes, they know water is here, but they thought, okay, we can come down here, we can take a little bit, and we can be gone by the time anything is noticed. That's why I feel like they didn't go so big with the invasion, such as weapons or anything like that. They used poison gas. So obviously they need our bodies, they needed the bodies for something. So my full theory is that's they picked this family because of how secluded they was, how broken they was, and how just isolated they was from everybody else. Yes, they went everywhere else, but they sent a couple of them out because in the movie he says that they send some out to scope the area out. It's called probing. But on this one, it just seems like they had a knack for it. This one, each place had like one alien. When it attacked them with a full set of three or four. So it makes me think like, why were they targeted? And when they targeted, why was it so hard? Which leads me to the mother walking along mysteriously and then you just get smacked by a car. I feel like if her and the daughter were like, if she was alive and her and the daughter had survived all the way to the end, they would have like put two and two together. But this is just my theory. But um, let me know how I did in this video. I know I'm going to get crucified. Yeah, audio problems. Sorry about that, y'all. This is going to be one video to look back at the ages. But if the mother and daughter had teamed up in the end, if she was alive, they possibly would have figured it out, and the vote possibly would have been, "Yo, we're going somewhere towards water," but it wasn't. So we get this type of a thing. You know, the family has to board up the whole cribs, get everything set up, but they have one thing that they don't know they have because they don't know that it's water, but the daughter knows. The daughter knows that the water is their weapon. I'm not going to say God told her the water is the key to defeating the aliens, but he gave her a sign and was like, water. But the sign for the waters in the movie can also be for purification. And the alien in the movie that we see could be something as an entity of a demon. So therefore, like it could go either way, and that's why I say it really boggles my mind because we never actually really know. We got the crop circles, the UFO, we got all that, but looking at the creature itself and looking at how it reacted, looking at all this, and like it just never. I don't know. Maybe because the movie is ahead of its time and maybe because grays were depicted differently, and that's why I love it. This is the only movie where we have with aliens that is the grays, and they're fucking terrifying, and not no POV terrifying like VHS or any of them other movies. Well, No One Will Save You. That's on Hulu. That is a good fucking alien movie, and they almost look similar, except a little bit taller, and they do the whole. But I got that's why I say now those alien species you can tell now they invaded to take over. These aliens came to harvest. They came to take. So they obviously needed us so we could possibly bring some type of life back on their planet. We don't know. But this is the movie Signs, man, and check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Try to hey, if y'all have seen it, hell, school me. Let me know something because I feel like the more you watch it, the more you see. And the more you pay attention to it and the more you listen, the more you'll be like, okay, whoa, oh, okay. And I feel like it's one of those type of deal of movies. And I feel like this is a movie that definitely came out way, way ahead of its time. Because if this movie had dropped mid 2017 or like 2015, like yo, it would have been. Mm. But 2002, M Night Shyamalan, I still gave you that script, bro. I still wrote that script on Twitter, man. I feel like Science 2, I could come with such another one, but now that I think of it, nah. But I just really love this movie, and I hope this video and my errors and my f ups and my stuttering and stuff like that has really helped y'all entertain, gave you a laugh. Even if you look at it and be like, "Oh, this man's stupid. Oh, look at this." I hope it gave you a brighter day or something like that, and I hope it gave you a thought on checking this movie out. Because I'm telling you, it's a very good watch. Definitely the scene where he breaks down the two groups of people: those who think people get lucky, and those think that shit just happens. There is no such thing as coincidence. And I love that conversation between two actors who are acting to be brothers. But that's gonna do it for this one. Let me know in the description down or in the comments. See, let me know in the comments down below, man. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.